Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bat here. Hope you're doing well. So, Netflix has a new film. Came out last week. A new Zack Snyder film called Rebel Moon, A Child of Fire, Part 1. Now, I'm a fan of Zack Snyder. All the way back to 300, 2007, 2009, he had Watchmen. He also did that Owl movie, The Owls of Gahul. Now, Sucker Punch, visually outstanding, narrative-wise, even though I do have to go back and watch that movie, I haven't seen it in a while. Man of Steel, I've always said, Man of Steel is the best DCU movie, and that was the one that started it all. I also liked his Batman v Superman movie, both the theatrical cut and the extended version. And then, of course, his Justice League movie. His Justice League movie. And then he had that Army of the Dead in 2021, which was also a pretty cool zombie movie with Dave Bautista. So now we have a new movie, an original film from the mind of Zack Snyder. Apparently this was supposed to be it was pitched as a Star Wars movie, but I think Disney didn't want it. I don't know. And I kind of see why after seeing the movie. Getting into positives, I thought Sophia Patella, she plays the main character in this film. I thought she did a really good job. This might be her first starring role in a movie. You go back all the way back to he was in The Mummy with Tom Cruise, Star Trek Beyond, The First Kingsman. What else was she recently in? Atomic Blonde with Charlize Theron. Actor, I mean, like in all those roles, she was the supporting actress, character in the movie. Not even second or third build, like way down here. And for her to star in this film, I thought she did a really good job. I think I thought she was probably the best one in the movie. And maybe this will help her down the road get more starring roles in other films. Once again, visually, the movie is visually outstanding, like all of Zack Snyder movies. And there's one thing you can say about all of Zack Snyder films, whether you like them or not, visually, they're a masterpiece. Visually. And this is no different. This movie had a lot of really cool looking visuals throughout the movie. I think that was one of the main things that kept me interested in the film. But overall, I know this is only part 1 and there's going to be a part 2 coming out in April of next year. In terms of negatives, every time I was watching this movie, it reminded me of some other film. There's a lot of Star Wars influence. I think this was, concept-wise, pitch-wise, as a new Star Wars film. There's a lot of Star Wars influence. There's a lot of Star Trek influence. Not just because Sophia Patella was in Star Trek. There's literally a scene where a character looked exactly like a character out of Star Trek. Are they allowed to do that? That's almost completely copying. Oh. There's Matrix. The Matrix influence. Especially near the end of the movie. The Seven Samurai. Even though that has been copied a lot in films, like Antoine Fuqua's the Magnificent Seven remake back in, what was that, like 2016 with Denzel Washington. Um, there's a lot of influence of other movies in here. It kind of reminded me of the movie we got this year, The Creator, that came out back in October. I said that had a lot of, you can tell a lot of the influences of other movies. But it wasn't outright, like, this one I felt like was like, here it is, the same design of a character from Star Trek. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Yeah, I think you can. At least with The Creator, it was still an original film. It was an original film like this is. But the influences weren't like right in front of you. Yeah, like, yeah, you see a little Star Wars, you see a little this, a little that. But it was still its own thing at the end of the day. And it was a better film overall. And this one I just felt like I've seen it. I never thought any of the characters were interesting. There's such a huge cast in here. You got Ed Sheeran from Deadpool. You got Corey Stoll in here at the beginning. You have Anthony Hopkins lending his voice. You got Jamon Hansu. I mean, like, you got a good cast. But you're not doing anything with them. Yeah, so I was disappointed in this. I'm a Zack Snyder fan. I like Zack Snyder. I like that what he's done with like 300 and Watchmen and Man of Steel. You can't beat those. So I would give this like a 3.5 out of 5. I hope part 2 is better than part 1. But this is not a movie I'm gonna go, can't wait for part 2. Bring me part 2. Bring it. Bring it. So let me know in the comments below were you a fan of Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Are you looking forward to part 2? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And like I said, I would love to know your thoughts. Matt the Man here.